Hello everyone and welcome to this pick a card reading for the month of October. This is a general reading about what you can expect this month, the highlights, the obstacles, the lessons for you to learn, any advice for you coming into this month. So as this is a public reading, it's obviously not going to be personalised, so just take out of it whatever applies to you and your situation. So when you're ready, take a deep breath and choose whichever pile you're drawn to. This is pile 1, pile 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so let's see what's in store for you this month for pile 1. This is the highlights card, the Two of Cups. The obstacles is the Devil. And the lessons is the Lovers. And then we've also got an oracle card, which is Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? So the highlight of the week, it looks like there's a new love coming into your life. You could be going on a date with someone new. If you're already in a relationship, then it could mean that your existing relationship is flourishing and it's going well. Maybe it's being spiced up in some way. If you're not looking for a relationship and you're not in a relationship, then maybe it just means that you're meeting new people in a platonic setting, you're socializing and getting to know new people and making new emotional connections. So the obstacle is the Devil. So this could possibly be temptation that you get from being around different people. Maybe you're tempted to forgo your sense of morals. Maybe you disregard your own beliefs. It could be a peer pressure situation. You could be compromising your values for the sake of others. Maybe you're tempted to get into a relationship that violates your boundaries in some way, and you're not speaking up for yourself. It could also be a month where you give in to materialism or to addiction, or it could be themes of sexuality. All of these could be obstacles for you. So your advice is the Lovers. It's about integrity, staying true to yourself and making choices in alignment with your own personal beliefs and living life honestly. It could also be about companionship and enjoying your new emotional connections with others and trusting in yourself and trusting in others. There's a lot about choosing between good and evil. That's something you'll probably be thinking about a lot this month. And about the dichotomy between staying true to yourself versus sacrificing for your loved ones, and where you can get that balance. Because it is important sometimes to compromise rather than stay true to yourself. Other times it's important that you stay true to yourself rather than compromise. So this will be a time when you're figuring out your moral stance on things and how you'll conduct yourself in your personal relationships. This card's also talking about leadership, which is important to work on now that a relationship is on the horizon, so that you're able to manage conflict and assert yourself and communicate your needs, and so then you can craft a relationship together that takes into account both of your needs and helps support you in becoming your best selves. You may want to ask yourself, how can you be the leader that you wish you had, and what sort of a leader do you admire and become that leader yourself. So that's the end of that reading. Comment to let me know if this resonated with you, and subscribe if you want to see more videos in the future. So, on to the second pile. We've got the Page of Swords is your highlights of the month. Your obstacle of the month is the Tower. The lesson that you're going to learn is the Four of Pentacles. And we've also pulled an Oracle card, which says, longing for home, belonging, the original Lightworkers. So this month you may be re-examining your beliefs. You may be doing a lot of thinking, a lot of analysing, a lot of learning, discovering, reassessing things. You may be realising how resilient you are and discovering what you really believe in. Your obstacle is the Tower. So re-examining your beliefs comes with upheaval of the old beliefs. So that might mean that your life becomes more tumultuous, there might be more chaos. You may lose some things that you held dear before, but that's all a part of growth, and you can't grow without that upheaval happening. So that could cause you to cling on to the things, to the past, to stability, clinging on for security, and you may get attached to all of the things that you held dear in the past. But this isn't that helpful, because this month you're going to question all of the things you've been holding on to, and question whether it's actually serving you. And you'll find that some of those things actually aren't serving you now, and they need a good upheaval. Some things need to be thrown away so that new things can grow in their place. So at this time you might want to research Buddhist philosophy if you haven't already. That could be really helpful for you in learning about detachment. And then this card, you could be longing for a sense of belonging. You might be longing for home, for stability, for security, because all of this upheaval is happening and there's chaos in your life. But just know that this is necessary and it's temporary. You might want to work on root chakra healing. You might want to work on grounding and connecting to the earth, because that can give you more of a sense of stability when all of these things in your life are changing. So you could get the sense that you're moving around a lot, whether you're moving houses, whether you're moving between jobs, whether you're moving between relationships. There's something in your life that's just chaotic and unpredictable that's happening. So if this resonated with you, comment and let me know. If it didn't, comment and let me know that as well. And subscribe if you want more. So on to number 3. The 3 of Coins or Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Queen of Spears or Wands. We've got Break the Chain, Ancestral Patterns, Healing, Rewriting the Future. So this is obviously the Game of Thrones tarot deck. This card is your highlights of the month. So this card's all about teamwork, collaboration and feedback. So you might feel like you're in a really good team environment at the moment. I'm not sure what area of life this is. It could be at work, you've got a really good team around you. Maybe you're doing a really good group project. Maybe you've got people around you giving you feedback for a project that you're doing. Maybe you've got a really good team, a really good support network in your personal life. But that's something that you're really enjoying this week. You could have a really meaningful work. You could have found really meaningful work. You could be enjoying personal development and seeing improvement in yourself. This is probably a time where you're feeling really productive, really confident in getting things done. And everything in your life is organized. It's a really solid planning time. The obstacle that you could come up against is conformity. So when you are a part of the group, you can start to conform and try and fit in and go along with their feedback. And that can leave you conforming to the status quo rather than doing anything exciting or new or innovative. So you may be taking an obstacle, could be that you take others' feedback instead of listening to your own intuition. And it's really important to balance the feedback of others with your own ideas about how things should be. You need to assert your individuality from within a group setting. So that ties in with this advice too, is that sometimes you need to be assertive and outgoing and confident and have faith in yourself and your own abilities, rather than just thinking that the team knows best or the people around you know best. You could also be learning this month to be more enthusiastic and passionate about things because you've got either a really good support network or you're really enjoying your work and the projects that you're doing. So that could be teaching you to be passionate and enthusiastic in life. You'll also learn about building networks and getting lots of connections. And you'll learn to be more outgoing. So sometimes you will need to deviate from the people in your group or from your mentors, from teachers, from your ancestors, from your parents. So you may need to do some work on yourself, maybe some shadow work, and question why you have issues with following the crowd and with assertiveness, and where they came from, what happened in your past or your childhood that taught you to act that way, and get to the root of it, so then you can incorporate new strategies to become more innovative and more of an individual and be able to balance that teamwork with that individuality. And I think that's what this card is saying here, is that these issues that you're having with confidence come from a deeper place, from the past, and you need to really investigate that and get to the bottom of where that lack of confidence is coming from. Okay, so if that resonated or if it didn't resonate, then comment and let me know. And if you liked this video, subscribe so that you can see more in the future. So on to pile 4. This is the highlights of the month, and we've got the Queen of Wands. The obstacles is the 3 of Swords. The lesson is the 10 of Cups. And the Oracle card is Soul Family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. So the highlight of this month is that you're feeling really confident. You're feeling comfortable in your own skin. And you may feel that you're more outgoing. And you have faith in yourself, in your abilities. And you're able to go out and make more connections. You're able to assert yourself better because of this newfound confidence that you have. The obstacle is you could have faced a betrayal, heartbreak. You could have, there might be a disappointment coming up. Someone may hurt you, and this could leave you feeling rejected, feeling lonely. And I think at this time it's really important to strengthen the bonds with your loved ones. Find out who's really important to you, who supports you. It might be difficult because you might be lacking trust in others after this incident has happened. But this incident is going to help you determine who really has your back and who's important to you. And you'll find your soul family. And that might be why you're feeling so confident, is because you've cut out all of those toxic people from your life. And you're able to find who gets you. And this is a time where you can grieve for your old, for whatever you're disappointed about. Grieve for whoever you've lost, for whatever bad things have happened. But it's also a time to be grateful for all of the good things in your life and all of the good people who are there to support you. And I think you will find people who support you through this difficult time that you're going through. So even though there is that obstacle in the week, I think it's ultimately a good thing. You're going to learn a lot from this experience. And it's an overall positive spread, so don't be too scared about that. So if this resonated or if it didn't, make sure to comment and let me know. And if you enjoyed this video, then subscribe so you can see more in the future. Hope you have a lovely month. Thank you for watching.